I was
So
telling
that
her,
is another blood clot?
Yeah, can you go over? I'm sorry.
that's what that says. What I do have is okay to use the
The
port.
Okay.
Because what we were talking about there is that they did another imaging, so the clot is stable and it's not occlusive. It's not growing, which is what they want to know.
Me too.
So it's stable to let the body do what it wants to do, which is break it down.
Okay.
In the meantime, the port is patent, so we can use it to run the treatment
Chemo
safely. No, is that your body is forming clots, right?
Mhm.
So that in itself means you're at a higher risk of making a clot than somebody
Right.
else, but
It
you're
never
already
happened.
on the blood thinner too. But that happened while you're on the blood thinner.
Mhm.
So I can't say if they're going to add additional to that or swap to another medication. That's a clot. But I was telling her that generally, so Taxol is a very hard medicine. It's possible for any time that
Right.
we give Taxol peripherally.
Mhm.
That's why they prefer the port.
Right.
But at that point, they didn't know if this clot was stable.
Right.
So if you use this and dislodge that clot, it's a whole different ballgame, right?
Yes, Lord.
So now we know that the clot is there, but it's not occlusive, which means it has blood flow around it.
Mhm.
So the body can get to it to do what it wants to do, which is break it down and get rid of it.
Mhm.
So if we give Taxol, it's a strong drug. If we give it peripherally, which we have to do,
Mhm.
then because it's very important that we get your treatment done. We don't want to hold up on the treatment waiting for another port to be put in or something, right?
Mhm.
So when we give Taxol peripherally, it is possible for it to irritate the inside of that vein and cause a clot, especially if she has a propensity towards them, which it seems like she does now that this is happening. She told me she'd never had a clot before in her life, which is right. But you've also never been through this before, right? So there are new circumstances going on that can lend themselves to clotting.